Hello, this is chapter 5, video number 2. We are going to be talking about the addition rule in this video, and we're going to stick with our Plinko example because I think that it really illustrates kind of that intuitive sense of probability that most people have. So for this example, what I'd like to do is I'd like to find the probability of getting a $1,000 or a $10,000. So I essentially want to figure out what is the probability of getting $1,000 or $10,000. I don't care which one, I just want one of them. Now, one thing I am going to say about 1,000 and 10,000. Well, 1,000 occurs in two different locations. 10,000 only shows up in one, but these are disjoint events. Um, in other words, these are disjoint events, meaning that they cannot occur at the same time. There is no so when you put in your Plinko chip, there is no way that you could have 1,000 and you could have a 10,000 at the same time. Another way of saying this is that these are mutually exclusive. These are mutually exclusive. So sometimes your textbook in My Math Lab says disjoint events. Sometimes says mutually exclusive. But all this is saying is that there is no overlap between these two. And this might seem like, okay, duh. But this next example will have things that are not disjoint. So when calculating the probability of 1,000 or 10,000, since there is no overlap, this is going to be a really easy problem to solve. All we have to do is figure out, hey, what is the probability of getting $1,000? And add that to the probability of getting $10,000. And just like last time, I'm going to go ahead and calculate this. 1,000, I have two of them, 2 out of my 9 that are 1,000, plus I have one that is 10,000, so 1 out of 9. So if I were to add those 2 ninths plus 1 ninth, that's the same thing as 3 ninths. 3 ninths, this comes out as 0.33 repeating percent. So this is right around 33% of the time you can be expected to have a 1,000 and a 10,000 or a 10,000. You can't have both of them at the same time. You can only have one. So this is the general. If you have two events that are disjoint or mutually exclusive, here is your general rule. If you have this, then the probability of A or B equals the probability of A plus the probability of B. Seems easy enough. So this is our addition rule for disjoint events. Now, I'm going to go into an example where this does not hold up. Some serious issues occur. So here's the example we're going to look at next. All right, so here's what we have here. I surveyed 25 of my students and I asked them, place yourself in one of these two categories. I need to know, do you have Twitter or do you not have Twitter? And do you have Instagram and do you not have Instagram? Now, for our problem here, and I think some of us can maybe start to see, ooh, that rule that we just went over, that addition rule, that is not going to hold up here. But if you're not seeing it yet, no worries. Here we go. All right, so let's take a minute to figure out what is the probability that a student either has Twitter or Instagram. And let's go ahead and calculate this just like we did last time, and hopefully we're going to see some issues here. So if I wanted to do this the old way, this is going to be bad, but probability of Twitter plus probability of Instagram. Instagram. All right, well, if I were to do this method, well, the probability of somebody having Twitter, we have 20 people out of 25, so 20 out of 25 that have Twitter. And the probability of somebody having Instagram, that is 22 out of 25. Oh boy. And if you were to add these together, you would end up with 42 out of 25. No worries, you could just do this in your calculator. But if I were to divide that out, 42 divided by 25, this is 168%. Oh boy. Yeesh. So something went wrong here. And here's the reason. These two events are not disjoint. These are not disjoint events. Some people have both Twitter and Instagram. So I want to take a look at what we just calculated here. I'm going to kind of highlight what we just calculated. We added up everybody that had Twitter, and that was our probability of having Twitter. And then we added up everybody with Instagram. All right, and that's what we added up there. And I hope you guys can see, but oh boy, we double counted somebody. We double counted somebody. And the one that we double counted is this group right here, the people that have both Instagram and Twitter. So here is how we are going to adjust for this. Here is the true equation, and this is going to be our general addition rule. So if I want to calculate the probability of Twitter or Instagram, well, we can still start the exact same way. We can figure out, okay, what's the probability of Twitter? What's the probability of Instagram? But we need to subtract the probability of having both, the people that we double counted. So subtract the probability of Twitter and Instagram. So we need to subtract those out. So looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and start the exact same way. Probability of having Twitter is 20 out of 25. Probability of having Instagram is 22 out of 25. However, we need to subtract away the extra people. We need to subtract away the 18 out of 25. And when you do that, well, same way. 20, 22 minus 18, you have 24 out of 25, and that is at 96%. I know some of you guys are probably thinking, well, duh, why didn't you just subtract the extra one? The main thing I wanted to do is just to show this overall general addition rule. So here is our general addition rule because a lot of the times you're not going to have this pretty table. So here we go. The general addition rule. So if you're calculating the probability of A or B, and if you do not know if these are disjoint or not, this is the rule you're going to go with. Probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B at the same time. So that is your general addition rule. So two things that we learned in this video. First off, we learned about disjoint events, events that cannot occur at the exact same time. If it's disjoint, add those two probabilities up, no problem. However, if you have something that is not disjoint, where some people might fall into two categories, this is where you need to subtract the probability of the overlap.